vampire stuff and building stuff. That is what our current goal is supposed to be. But this episode, well, it mostly ended up being vampire stuff. It wasn't really the plan, but I got sucked into it. A pun not intended. So let's do this. I didn't start with working on Dawnguard DLC though. I actually started off with the home stuff because I wanted to make sure I at least got one achievement for that in this episode, and it was the right decision because there was an easy achievement. We needed to adopt a kid, and you can do that from the White One home that I already had. All I had to do is go and get the alchemy lab turned into a kid's bedroom, and that's it. That's the only requirement. As for adopting a kid, well, White One has one called Lucia, who needs adopting. That's exactly what I did, and boom, that's an achievement. Who knew having a kid was so easy? I went and saw her and had a little chat and all that, but there wasn't really much to do after adopting her. Still, it's an achievement done, and we can move on to the Dawnguard quest stuff. The College of Winterhold is the right place to go because we need information from them, but naturally we get attacked by what I think are vampires, and also an elder dragon, who kicked my ass. I hoped he wouldn't spawn back, but he did. I had to kill him. And now we have the answer, Dragon Bridge. That's where we have to go. We also have more vampires attacking us, and this time there's no doubt. Killing them wasn't easy, but we managed it. Asking around to find out where this so-called moth priest, I don't know why they're called that, is, just doesn't work at all. I don't know if it's glitched or something. Google happily told me that if that doesn't work, there's a caravan nearby, so we can just go and talk to them, and they're dead. And he's captured. Fantastic. Convenient for us though, the cave that he's stashed in is very close, and were there many challenges inside? Not really, no. Even the apparent boss, air quotes boss, wasn't that hard. I do love this paralysing blade. You can take the hardest enemies, which he definitely wasn't, and leave them completely helpless. We get the priest saved. He's more than happy to work with us, especially when he knows we have an Elder Scroll. We now know what the Elder Scroll says, but it's less than helpful. We've learned about Oriel's bow and that there are 2 more Elder Scrolls we need. That's a problem. We have no idea where to go. Serana does though, and it's a crazy idea. She wants to sneak into her father's castle. You know, that place with all the crazy powerful vampires? This time though, we'll be going into the back door, so it should be safe. Putting a lot of faith in that should there. She was by and large right. I mean, there was skeletons at the back door, but it was easy. We've been killing skeletons this whole series. Going inside we find vampires, but not hard ones. Also puzzles to solve, but not hard ones again. It eventually leads us out to a courtyard which is meant to be full of flowers, but it's not really now. The answer is seen in the moon dial, but it's not exactly explained. There are missing crests though. That's the answer. There were 3 crests around, we found all 3 and headed inside. No more vampires, but a metric ton of skeletons. Also gargoyles. Those things are tough. Really tough. And they end up being too tough. I spent about 15 minutes slowly going through the place, killing everything, getting completely laid out by what I did at the time think was a gargoyle, but now I think was Serana's skeleton blast. Let's check the replay. Yeah! That's what happened. My ally killed me. So I naturally had put in a lot of work to get there, and I had to put in all that work again to get back, but I did. This time, I wasn't entirely sure what killed me. I went in full werewolf mode to make sure it wouldn't be a problem, and it wasn't. Quick puzzle worked out, and we're in her study, which we learn is a portal to an undead realm, as you tend to find in life. Naturally, we're going to open it and go inside, but we can't. It just hurts. Turns out living creatures can't go in there. I get given a choice now. I can either become a vampire, or I can sacrifice about half of my soul to go in there. Neither of them are great choices, but I guess vampire is the choice I'm making. I gave her my consent, and she gives me a kinky icky, and now I have yellow eyes. I also have access to this transformation. Yeah, I'm not a standard vampire. I am a vampire lord. That was a terrible, supposedly cool way of saying vampire lord. Anyway, enough about me. We have a soul cairn to visit, which is violently purple, in that it's purple and also violent. We're not here for the purpleness or the violentness though, or for any of these problems. We are here for Serana's mother, who doesn't seem happy we're here. She's especially not happy that I'm here. It takes some time, but we do eventually convince her to give us the Elder Scroll. but she is blocked behind a barrier and we need to take down 3 keepers to get there. With the first one, I give my new vampire power a go. I have to admit, I like them. I don't think they're as good as the werewolf, but I like them. Plus, I need to be a vampire for learning up vampire stuff. There's an achievement there. That makes sense to keep it for now. I will go back to the werewolf eventually, though. Not really much to talk about beating the other 2 keepers. They're both challenging, but nothing I can really handle, both in vampire mode and not. We go inside, we're under a possible dragon attack, so naturally the dragon comes. Donor here is strong, very strong, but with myself and the 2 other vampires by my side, we managed to slay him. Perhaps more importantly, we get what we want, the 2nd Elder Scroll. When we go outside, this dragon is waiting for us. Yeah, this undead bastard can't die. We have his respect though, and also a request. He wants us to summon him in the real world so he can go back there. In return, he'll help us out whenever we need it. Would I do it? 100% yes. If nothing else, there's an achievement tied to it, but we'll need a new Dragon Soul to be able to unlock the shout, so later problem. I head out of the Soul Cairn, I had a quick chat with the Dawnguard, mostly out of curiosity, but yeah, even though I took their path, they hate me for being a vampire. I also know where the 3rd scroll is, because apparently I sold it to this guy. I don't remember that, but apparently I did. I get about that. Now, I was going to do some more house stuff, but I decided against it. I think we've done enough for today. So I'm a vampire lord now. That's new. We've made progress. 2 new achievements, 1 in each DLC, and significant progress in the main DLC quest. I call that a win. That shall be all for now though, and if you want to see how this continues, you will have to watch the next episode.